Life often feels like a relentless storm, battering us with challenges, uncertainties, and moments of despair. For years, I wandered, caught in the storm of my thoughts, searching for direction, yet constantly feeling adrift. I sought comfort in fleeting pleasures, validation in others' opinions, and purpose in external achievements, only to realize they were illusions, sandcastles swept away by the tides of time. In this state of disarray, I stumbled upon Stoicism, a philosophy as ancient as it is profound, offering not escape but clarity, not fleeting happiness but enduring fulfillment. The wisdom of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus spoke to me across centuries, their words as sharp and illuminating as a lighthouse cutting through a foggy night. Stoicism didn't promise a way to avoid life's challenges. Instead, it provided the tools to meet them with strength, wisdom, and grace. In this moment of rediscovery, I realized that life's chaos isn't the problem. It's our relationship to it. The principles of Stoicism taught me to distinguish between what I can control and what lies beyond my grasp, to transform setbacks into opportunities for growth, and to align my life with virtue and purpose. What began as a search for answers became a journey of transformation, a blueprint not for merely surviving but thriving, no matter the circumstances. Today, I want to share this gift with you. 100 Stoic laws that guided me out of my storm and into a life of resilience, clarity, and peace. These principles are more than just philosophical musings. They are practical tools forged by centuries of wisdom for navigating the complexities of the human experience. These timeless teachings can reshape your life, whether searching for meaning, seeking inner calm, or simply curious about the Stoic path. Let us dive into the depths of Stoicism together. Here, in the wisdom of the ancients, lies a compass for modern living, a way to rise above the turmoil and find an unshakable sense of self rooted in what truly matters. 1. Stoic Foundations. At the heart of Stoicism lies a profound yet deceptively simple truth. The path to a meaningful life begins within. Ancient Stoics understood that while the world may swirl with chaos and uncertainty, true peace comes from mastering our inner world. They didn't seek to escape life's hardships. Instead, they embraced them, transforming obstacles into stepping stones and adversity into a crucible for growth. Central to Stoic philosophy is the concept of virtue, the unwavering commitment to wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. These four pillars form the foundation of a life of integrity and purpose, where actions align with values and choices are guided by principles rather than fleeting emotions or external pressures. To the Stoics, virtue was not just an ideal. It was the ultimate goal, the compass that pointed them toward authentic fulfillment. Equally important is the dichotomy of control, a principle that liberates us from unnecessary suffering. By understanding what lies within our power, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and what lies beyond it, circumstances, opinions, and outcomes, we can focus our energy where it matters most. This clarity sharpens the mind and anchors the soul, offering a sanctuary of stability in an ever-changing world. Through these teachings, Stoicism provides more than philosophical musings. It delivers a practical guide for modern living. It asks us to face life's storms with resilience, to see hardship not as punishment but as opportunity, and to live not for fleeting pleasure but for enduring purpose. To adopt Stoic foundations is to reclaim your life from distractions, doubts, and fears, forging a path of authenticity and strength that stands unshaken by the winds of fortune. This is the essence of Stoicism, a blueprint for surviving and thriving, grounded in wisdom as timeless as it is transformative. 2. Life lessons from Stoic philosophy. Life has an uncanny way of testing us, presenting impossible challenges and losses that threaten to break us. Yet, the Stoics believe that adversity is not a curse but a teacher, revealing the depth of our character and the extent of our inner strength. Every setback, they are taught, is an opportunity to cultivate resilience, turn trials into triumphs, and become better, not bitter. The impediment to action advances action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Stoicism reminds us that self-mastery is the cornerstone of a fulfilled life. It is not the absence of hardship that defines greatness, but the ability to face it gracefully and clearly. By learning to control our emotions and desires, we regain power over ourselves, liberating our minds from the chains of fear and impulsivity. True freedom, the Stoics argued, is not found in the absence of constraints, but in the discipline to act by reason and virtue, no matter the external pressures. This philosophy also challenges us to embrace the present moment fully. Dwelling on the past or obsessing over the future only dilutes the richness of now. Seneca urged us to confine ourselves to what lies before us, to live deliberately and mindfully, appreciating the fleeting beauty of each moment without being paralyzed by regret or anxiety. In doing so, we learn to see life not as a series of burdens but as a gift, a canvas we paint with our choices and actions. Through these lessons, Stoicism offers a profound reorientation of perspective. It teaches us to welcome challenges as opportunities, to cultivate inner peace amidst turmoil, and to live a life of purpose driven by the unshakable resolve to align our actions with our highest values. In this way, the wisdom of the Stoics becomes not just a philosophy but a way of being, a guide to navigating the complexities of the human experience with courage and clarity. 3. Key Stoic Practices. Stoicism is not a philosophy confined to abstract contemplation, but a way of life rooted in practical action. At its core, Stoic practice invites us to cultivate presence, clarity, and intentionality in everything we do. The Stoics believe true mastery lies in meeting each moment with unwavering focus and a deliberate mind. This begins with embracing mindfulness, an active awareness of what is happening within and around us, unclouded by judgment or distraction. One of the most transformative Stoic practices is the daily reflection on control. By asking ourselves, "Is this within my power?" we train our minds to release what we cannot change and redirect our energy toward what truly matters, our actions, thoughts, and attitudes. This practice sharpens our focus, allowing us to act decisively without being weighed down by unnecessary fears or desires. It is not indifference but wisdom, the ability to discern where our effort will yield meaning rather than frustration. Another pillar of Stoic practice is the commitment to virtue-driven living. Each choice, no matter how small, reflects our character. To live virtuously is to act with integrity even when no one is watching, to choose courage over comfort, wisdom over impulsivity, and justice over self-interest. This intentional alignment of values and actions brings a sense of fulfillment that external achievements cannot replicate. Finally, the Stoics emphasize the importance of regular self-examination. We constantly grow by reflecting on our day, what we did well, where we fell short, and how to improve. This is not about self-criticism, but about cultivating a mindset of humility and learning. Seneca said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." These practices are not grand or extraordinary. They are small, deliberate acts repeated daily. Yet, they hold the power to reshape our lives profoundly, guiding us toward a state of inner calm and strength. We turn philosophy into action by anchoring ourselves in these practices, creating a thoughtful and genuinely lived life. 4. Relationships and social dynamics. Stoicism teaches us that our relationships' quality profoundly impacts our lives' quality. Yet, it also warns us of the dangers of placing our happiness in the hands of others. The Stoics understood that proper connection comes not from dependence or approval, but from mutual respect and authenticity. In our interactions, they urged us to remain grounded in our values, refusing to compromise our integrity for fleeting validation. As Marcus Aurelius observed, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Central to Stoic relationships is the concept of boundaries. The philosopher Epictetus emphasized the importance of protecting our inner peace, cautioning against allowing others to disturb the sanctuary of our minds. This doesn't mean shutting people out, but choosing our company wisely. The Stoics believe that surrounding ourselves with virtuous individuals uplifts our character and strengthens our resolve to live meaningfully. At the same time, Stoicism encourages us to approach relationships with compassion and understanding. People act according to their perceptions, shaped by their experiences and limitations. Recognizing this, we can respond to others' shortcomings with patience rather than frustration, viewing their flaws as part of the shared human condition. Forgive them, Seneca wrote, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Moreover, Stoic philosophy challenges us to give without expectation. The joy of a relationship lies in the act of giving, whether time, kindness, or support, not in the anticipation of something in return. This perspective liberates us from resentment and allows us to act generously, driven by virtue rather than self-interest. We transform our relationships into growth and mutual respect spaces by applying these principles. We learn to nurture connections that inspire and elevate while avoiding those that drain or diminish. In this way, Stoicism provides a framework for navigating the complexities of human interaction with wisdom, grace, and unwavering authenticity. 5. Gratitude and contentment. Gratitude, the Stoics believed, is the antidote to dissatisfaction, a profound practice that unlocks the fullness of life. It is not dependent on circumstances or material possessions, but on a deliberate choice to focus on what we already have. Stoicism teaches us to pause and appreciate existence's simple, yet profound blessings in a world obsessed with acquiring more. As Seneca wrote, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor. To practice gratitude, the Stoics encourage daily reflection on life's gifts, however small they may seem. The warmth of the sun, the companionship of loved ones, and the opportunity to learn and grow are treasures often overlooked. By cultivating an awareness of these blessings, we shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, realizing that we already possess much of what we need to live a meaningful life. Contentment, closely tied to gratitude, emerges when we release ourselves from the constant pursuit of what lies beyond our reach. The Stoics warned against becoming enslaved to desires, for they are insatiable and often lead us away from inner peace. Instead, they advised embracing the present moment fully, finding joy in what is rather than longing for what is not. Epictetus reminded us, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Gratitude and contentment are not passive but active practices requiring mindfulness and effort. They challenge us to see life through appreciation rather than lack. In doing so, they free us from the endless chase for external validation and fleeting pleasures, anchoring us in a more profound sense of fulfillment. These virtues remind us that happiness is not found in what we accumulate, but in how we perceive and cherish the life we already have. By embracing these Stoic principles, we find not just moments of joy, but a lasting peace that carries us through life's inevitable ups and downs. Gratitude turns what we have into enough, and contentment transforms the ordinary into extraordinary. Together, they illuminate a path to living richly, regardless of external circumstances. 6. Facing challenges. Challenges are the crucible in which character is forged, a central tenet of Stoic philosophy. To the Stoics, life's difficulties are not obstacles to be feared but opportunities to cultivate resilience, wisdom, and virtue. They believe that adversity reveals who we are, stripping away pretense and forcing us to confront our strengths and weaknesses. As Marcus Aurelius aptly said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When facing hardships, the Stoics teach us to focus on what lies within our control: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. External events may be unpredictable and harsh, but they hold no power over the state of our minds unless we allow them to. By reframing our perspective, we can transform even the most daunting challenges into stepping stones for growth. This mental alchemy, turning trials into triumphs, is at the heart of Stoic resilience. Courage is another essential ingredient in overcoming adversity. It is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. The Stoics remind us that bravery is built in moments of uncertainty and struggle, where we choose to press forward rather than retreat. Each challenge faced with courage strengthens our resolve, making us more equipped to handle future storms. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to see hardship as a natural and necessary part of life. Suffering, while painful, is a shared human experience that connects us all. Instead of resenting difficulties, we can embrace them as opportunities to grow stronger and more compassionate. Seneca observed, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Ultimately, the Stoic approach to challenges is one of proactive engagement. It asks us to meet life's trials with courage, clarity, and purpose, knowing that each struggle makes us more capable and virtuous. Through this lens, we find that the difficulties we once feared become the forge in which our best selves are created. Challenges no longer hinder us, they elevate us. 7. Wisdom and learning. For the Stoics, wisdom is the highest virtue, a beacon guiding us through the complexities of life. It is not a static quality, but a dynamic process of growth, introspection, and continuous learning. The pursuit of wisdom begins with humility, the acknowledgement that we know far less than we think. As Socrates famously observed, true wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Stoic wisdom emphasizes learning not just from books or teachers, but from every experience life offers. Every person we meet, every challenge we face, every success and failure are growth opportunities. Life is the ultimate classroom for the Stoics to the Stoi, CS, and each day presents lessons if we are open to receiving them. This mindset turns even adversity into a source of enlightenment, as struggles often reveal truths about ourselves that comfort and ease obscure. Self-examination is a cornerstone of Stoic learning. The Stoics believe that to understand the world, we must first understand ourselves. This involves regularly reflecting on our thoughts, actions, and intentions. Are they aligned with our values? Do they contribute to the person we aspire to be? This practice of introspection fosters clarity and ensures that we are not merely drifting through life, but actively shaping it. Furthermore, the Stoics encouraged us to seek wisdom for personal gain and to serve others better. A wise person, they taught, is not one who hoards knowledge but uses it to uplift and guide. When shared, wisdom becomes a tool for collective growth, enriching the individual and the community. To embrace Stoic wisdom is to embark on a lifelong journey of learning and self-discovery. It asks us to approach the world with curiosity, humility, and a readiness to evolve. In doing so, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe, finding meaning not in fleeting achievements but in the enduring pursuit of truth and virtue. The Stoics remind us this is the essence of a well-lived life. 8. Happiness and fulfillment. In Stoicism, pursuing happiness is not a chase after external pleasures, but a journey inward toward a life of meaning and alignment with virtue. The Stoics understood that true fulfillment comes not from material possessions or the approval of others, but from living in harmony with our values and embracing the present moment. They taught that happiness is not something to be found, but to be cultivated. Central to this philosophy is the understanding that happiness is a choice, a way of interpreting and responding to life rather than a state dictated by external circumstances. Epictetus reminds us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, we transform discontent into gratitude and discover the richness of the life already before us. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of living with purpose. Fulfillment arises when our actions align with our values, when we strive not for fleeting pleasure, but for enduring impact. This means pursuing goals that matter deeply to us, acting with integrity, and contributing to the greater good. As Marcus Aurelius observed, what we do now echoes in eternity. When our lives are anchored in purpose, every moment becomes meaningful, even the challenging ones. Furthermore, the Stoics taught us to embrace impermanence. They encouraged us to cherish the present without clinging to it, knowing that life is transient and ever-changing. By accepting the inevitability of change, we free ourselves from the fear of loss and open our hearts to the beauty of each fleeting moment. This perspective allows us to experience life fully, savoring its joys without being paralyzed by its uncertainties. Ultimately, the Stoic path to happiness and fulfillment is not about avoiding pain or chasing comfort, but about living with authenticity, purpose, and gratitude. It is a quiet, steady joy that comes from knowing we are living according to our highest ideals, facing challenges with courage, and finding peace in the here and now. This, the Stoics teach, is the essence of a well-lived life. Conclusion. Stoicism is more than an ancient philosophy. It is a living guide to navigating the complexities of modern life with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Its timeless principles remind us that while we cannot control the world around us, we can always control how we respond. By embracing virtue, cultivating inner peace, and living intentionally, we can rise above life's challenges and uncover a more profound, enduring sense of fulfillment. As you reflect on these Stoic laws, consider how they can serve as a foundation for your journey. Let them guide you toward a life where distractions fade, purpose sharpens, and true freedom emerges, not from external achievements, but from mastering the art of living well. Each day is an opportunity to align your actions with your values, to grow in wisdom, and to strengthen your resolve. If these principles resonate with you, take the next step. Join a community of like-minded individuals committed to personal growth and philosophical exploration. Subscribe to this channel to continue diving into the profound teachings of Stoicism, ancient philosophy, and self-development. Together, we can embark on this transformative journey, discovering new ways to elevate our minds, strengthen our character, and create a life that truly matters. The path to a better self begins here. Don't miss the chance to explore, learn, and grow. Subscribe now, and let's walk this path together. Your journey to wisdom and fulfillment awaits.